No, developments in Parliament today are quite distressing because we are absolutely ready to have the debate and discuss GST, which of course we all know is vitally important for the economy, for the country, and for the principal opposition party to continuously block the functioning of Parliament is very damaging to the country's interests. And so we have of course been pleading with our colleagues to enable the House, particularly the Rajya Sabha, to function appropriately so that we can do the people's business. It's quite distressing, as I said, and of course the matters that were raised in Parliament today are in the judicial system, and the judicial branch as well as statutory tax authorities are moving forward as they should, and so to bring this up right now and to impugn what the government is doing, I think is very distressing.
Sir, how valid is the fear that the animosity that really exists between the Treasury and opposition benches could really mean that GST could be a big casualty, given that at the end of the day it's a dialogue that will break the deadlock on GST?
We have been reaching out to the opposition in many different ways, as you know, whether it is informal consultations with members of Parliament, whether it is the Honourable Prime Minister inviting senior leaders of the Congress, of course Madam Gandhi and the former Prime Minister to 7 Racecourse Road to have a discussion about GST. All of the steps that one would expect the government to take, we have taken and are prepared to take and will continue to take. We've also, of course, put out, what we think the GST revenue neutral rate would be. That's a very, thoroughly researched, analytically well worked out piece of work. And so we've done everything on our end that you would expect any responsible government to do. And therefore, under the circumstances, to see this level of non-cooperation in Parliament is, I think, quite damaging for the country.
My final question to you, sir. Do you expect that if the GST doesn't get passed in the current session, the rollout timeline looks extremely unachievable?
On the administrative side, as far as GST is concerned, we are prepared to implement it as soon as we get the green light, from Parliament. And we've always said that we can implement it by April 1, 2016. But as I've also explained many times, the legislative calendar is in fact much more challenging. So again, we are hopeful, we are eternal optimists. We are obviously trying our level best to bring the principal opposition party on board. But again, it all depends on what happens in Parliament.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.